off-season contest on EA Sports. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Los Angeles Rams and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. These NFC teams have waited for all season long. We're away in Wild Card Weekend. Starting from the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is first and 10. Drive begins with a run by Irving. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Stop made by Braden Fisk.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. On a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Once again, Irving. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. The rookie from Miami, they're on a stop.
You make that call, just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Rams at a man to the secondary. Third down. Third and long. They're going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here.
A loss of 7. It's fourth down.
Baker out of the pistol. Has a man on target to Johnson. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. Man, forget that was fourth down. That is an impressive 22-yard pickup on any play. And that gets him a first down.
10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's the give to Irving. Cuts it to the right sideline. And it'll be first and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
He just didn't quite have the last bit of burst needed to finish it off. But don't be surprised to see them go his way again soon. And give him a chance to earn that touchdown.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
What's that? First down, and they go right back to it. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
Backed up to the 8 here. It's second and goal.
180! Hurry! What's up?
Another try for Irving. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. Just a couple on that play. It's going to be third and goal.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical third down call.
Big play for this offense. It's third and goal.
180! What's up?
Baker now from the gun. Forced out to his right. And they take this in for the score. The Buccaneers finish up an excellent opening series. Baker to Mayfield, the touchdown. On his chase, McLaughlin for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Buccaneers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the 35. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ballgame.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
The Buccaneers go to the nickel, 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. His first throw is an interception. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that, because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
And I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere on that opening script does the word interception ever appear. You never want to see an INT. Now they're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. Got to flush that mistake and press on ahead.
20 right, 20. Stop.
1st down, here's Baker. Well, the pressure really got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
This is Irving on 2nd. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Trayvon Merry there for the stop.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
3rd down, give to Irving. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. Get 22 out of that play. And the Bucs have the 1st.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. That sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down.
Good. 180. One touch.
Baker now off the play fake. Pressure coming, and they take him down.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Second down and 19 yards to go after that sack.
Alert, alert. Done.
Mayfield to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Terrell Bernard. And the Rams get it back up close to their 40 as he's finally tracked down after that return.
Their first pick of the game comes in an awfully big moment. Really just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
We're going to sign.
Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Finds him on the crossing route. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is. Is that QB a tight end? They got that ball out in a hurry.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Here's Darnold to throw. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Jacob Parrish.
Darnold's pass. Intercepted. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
What's that?
Give to Irving to start this drive. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
A gain of 10 yards. And a 1st down.
One quarter gone in our opening round game of the NFC postseason. 7-0 is our score. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Right back to Irving now. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
You gotta be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. On the give, this is Irving. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
It'll be this group's job, watching the film, to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they can do the big gains in next week.
And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Hey, alert!
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. He's got Emeka Egbuka. And he stopped at the spot he made the catch. So give him, looks like the 27 on that completion. A nice skate of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Irving on the inside give. And this is going to bring up 3rd down, Brock. He elected to bounce it outside. Picked up 3.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late. This could have been much, much more exciting.
Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3. Irving trying to run for the first. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one. And the effort brings up 4th down. Offense up to the line fast.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Here we go. It's Mayfield. Flushed out of the pocket. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Offense to the line fast.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Shotgun handoff to Irving. Has room into the secondary. He's going to haul it in for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take a 13-0 lead. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed puts 6 on the board for the offense.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he gets him around 6 there. It was Marcus Williams in on that stop. Seven yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. 7 yards on that pickup. And the Rams have the 1st down.
And the Rams first down.
Play fake, Darnold. Caught by his back. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. They gain 11 on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
On 1st down, they'll run. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. They give it to him again. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. A pickup of 17. And the Rams have the first down.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
That's reeled in by Jaden Reed. And he'll go down here at the 16. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Out of gun. Here's Darnold. Flushed out now to his left. He runs out of bounds a yard or 2 behind the line. Couldn't get all the way back. That's going to count as a sack.
You know, Kate, that's one of those situations where the game just, I think, speeds up on the QB a little bit. He doesn't flip it out of bounds before he goes out. It's going to end up as a sack on the stat sheet for the defense, and they earned it with effort, chasing him all the way to the sidelines.
With a quick pass out wide. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this. They'll try to throw. It's Darnold. He's not going to get there. They hold him out of the end zone, partner, but it is still going to keep this offense on the field. They've got a 1st and goal. All right, timeout taken by the offense. 5 seconds left, and they can take some points into the locker room on this final play of the half. Four downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. From the gun, Darnold. Thinking touchdown here, but they cannot connect. So that's going to send them back to the line for 2nd and goal.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you've got a great chance to win.
One last play before the break. One final shot before the half. And this is going to be good for a Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams get their first points of this game just before halftime. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
And the kick is good, so they take some valuable points off that lead right at the end of this half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Brock, that was was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the second half of our wild card game gets underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Setting them on the dime. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, the very minimal gain.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. They scrape together a few yards, but not much. 3rd down coming up. Working quickly here.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Darnold with it on 3rd and short. He lofts one deep, center of the field. He's got it inside the 25. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
Dive play straight ahead. And he's going to have the Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams cut into the lead coming out of halftime. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
That one right down the middle. And the Rams tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Return starts at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Bucs to the line. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Irving. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Once again, Irving. He's going to be just 1 step away from that 1st down. They haul him down to the 31. Working quickly here.
Brings up 3rd down.
Irving here from the gun. And that short gain is enough for a new set of down. A dose of the hurry up here. 1st down, and they go right back to it. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, he's tugging behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Mayfield now from the gun. Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop it.
Let's go.
Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Hey,
And 11-yard loss on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Hey, alert! King! What's up?
3rd and long, Mayfield. Escapes the pocket. He's taking a shot down the sideline. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Tampa Bay in punt formation now. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. Has it at the 13. And he didn't quite break it, but still an excellent return that gets him up near midfield.
At their own 47-yard line.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Back gets the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Darnold now to throw. He doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down.
Okay, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Third and long for him here. Gets everything he has under this one. This is caught inside the 15. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams take a 3rd quarter lead. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. And this is Schmidt for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Rams break that tie and now lead by 7. On now is Cook to kick this away. Returnable from the 2. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. They kick the hand off. Now it's Mayfield. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that will be a Tampa Bay 1st down. Big shot to begin the drive. Has him up beyond the 40. Mayfield on 1st and 10. Bails out of the pocket quick. That one's complete over the middle. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game, but boy, Brock, what a shot. This is Irving on 2nd. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
1st down from the 42. Again for the 1st time to Rashad White. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Alert!
Mayfield set to pass. He's stopped at the 31-yard line. Those are the hurry-up offense here.
9 yards. That's a Buccaneers 1st down. 1st and 10.
Mayfield now off the play action. Little off centers, man, just couldn't adjust to it. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, can sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Baker. Has a man on target to Johnson. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
And he's going to have the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers cut it to 1 late in the third. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Now Darnold on to play action. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jar it loose, incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now they face 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Throwing is Darnold on 3rd down. It's Reed downfield, and he's got it. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. We're down to 1 quarter before we determine our wild card winner. It's all knotted up at 21, partner. Still plenty of scoring here as we try to decide our winner. So 1st down from the 41. There's a dive up the middle. No one's around him. He's got space. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams take a 4th quarter lead. And this is Schmidt for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Rams break that tie and now lead by 7. On now is Cook to kick this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Drive starts with a carry by White. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 5 at the 24-yard line.
Gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Here's White again. And he's going to be pushed out up near that 40-yard line. That play gains. And it moves the sticks.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. First and 10, it's Mayfield. He makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. Baker now off the play fake. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And we'll see what they do here on second down. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
A solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
180.
Third and short, Mayfield. This time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away, so he goes down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's fourth down.
Run.
Desperation time here on fourth. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
They'll run here on first down. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up second and 3.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That's such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Last run got him 7. Here comes second and 3.
Go set.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. This one goes for 3 yards. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
We go set. Set.
Man in motion here.
Set.
Going to the ground again on first. Give him a couple on that carry. Second down coming up. throwing here. Darnold. They did it! He made the interception! That's Antoine Winfield Jr.
Darnold's pass intercepted. The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. First and 10. Starting on the ground. Here's White. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Bucs have the first. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First and 10. It's a gift to White. And it's barely anything on that run. And we've reached the 2-minute warning. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Again, this is White. He's still going at the 30. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Setting up to pass. He's got it at the 5. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
White
has the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers cut it to a point late in this one. It's a Rashawn White touchdown. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean into his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
That one splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers tie us up 28-all. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. First and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down after a nice run and some extra effort. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Trying to fight free, he can't do so. They've got him behind the line. Now let's see, Brock, if they call their final timeout. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That timeout taken by the Buccaneers, and that's their final one. As they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Now to throw. taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They stun this defense. They pick up 14 on fourth, and they pick up a first down, too.
A gain of 14.
Running it now out of the gun. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. Clock continuing to run as the Rams hurry to the line. Back-to-back carries here. Still has some space inside the 35. He's going to have this one down to the 28. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I think we've all become very accustomed, and I'll raise my hand and say these tight ends are almost like bona fide receivers, big receivers. They show you right there, when they can be powerful blockers, it can make a huge difference in a run game.
Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Ain't quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's first down.
Go set.
The tight end in motion now. Back to the well again. And he got what he could there. Call it about 4 yards on first down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. The game comes down to this try from Andre Schmidt. Definitely not an automatic here. This 41 yards away. The kick is good. He got it. And their postseason starts with a win as they take this wild card game. So it's the Rams who take this one on the road. And you never want to count out those wild